Hey Pisces, welcome and welcome back to Summertime Tarot. For those of you who don't know, my name is Summer, and this is a general couples love reading for the month of July. So we're going to be taking a look at what's going on between you, your boo-thang, alright? As a reminder, these are general readings, so they're not going to resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate, make sure you check out the videos for your moon rising sign and any other sign within your birth chart that you feel called to watch, right? And be sure to check back next month. And your story may show up here, okay? But let's start off with a little doohickey, a little flower to get this thing going, okay? See what's going on with Pisces and their boo-thang. Okay, that's two. All right. So we have Gerbera, show appreciation and joy shall follow. And Dahlia, you have what it takes. All right. Okay. So what's going on? Pisces. So maybe, maybe you, your partner may be feeling a little bit underappreciated. Maybe even feeling a little bit low. Let's see what's going on. Alright, so we have forgiveness in reverse, gardener, and emotional freedom with connection on the bottom of the deck. With this forgiveness here in reverse, I kind of get the feeling there may be some unresolved issues within the relationship, right? With the gardener here, it could be there could be a lot going on within the home life or just within your life in general, and you may be feeling like overwhelmed emotionally with what's going on with you. You may be having a hard time releasing and letting go of some things that have taken place within your relationship, right? You may be, you or your partner may be like working in order to kind of release steam, maybe spending a lot of time, maybe out or just doing other things other than kind of connecting emotionally. Right? Some of you may be even a bit afraid that maybe your partner may be giving their attention or their affections to other people, or it could just, it doesn't have to be like another relationship. It could just be that they're giving their attention to other things outside of the relationship and not kind of bringing it back to you, and you may be feeling like you're not getting as much love and affection as you desire. All right, but with this gardener here, I really do feel there is a need for you to kind of really make sure that you're taking care of your own needs, but also making sure that you're aware of and letting your partner know like what's going on with you. and how you're feeling, what you desire, what you want from them, what you need from them in order to feel your best within the relationship. Okay, but let's see what else we can pick up here. So let's see what's going on with you, Pisces. So we have Six of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Cups, Knight of Wands, Tower, Seven of Pentacles, and the World with the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. Okay, yeah, so I feel like, yeah, with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, with the Six of Pentacles here, yeah, looks like you may be the individual that's like feeling like you're not, like you're undervalued almost, is kind of what I'm getting. It may have been like in the past, maybe your partner, right, with this Knight of Wands, they were very affectionate, showing and sharing their love, but like some things have changed, right, with this Tower here. There was a shift. Within this relationship that has kind of put things on hold, I feel, with the Seven of Pentacles. And it's almost like you're kind of waiting for things to kind of open up. I feel possibly to kind of, for them to kind of come back and reveal themselves, to give you affection like they were. All right, with this Tower here, this could have been a change within you, where you kind of got fed up with kind of waiting for them to change or to, yeah. So it could have been like you in the past, right? Either you or them in the past were like the one who kind of gave the affection, was like very giving, very loving. And I kind of get the feeling you're kind of at a space where you're kind of tired of being the one who's always kind of giving the love and giving and giving and giving to the other, to your partner. And I feel like you may have expressed this, and you may be in a space, or at least getting ready to kind of discuss this with your partner, like some things need to change. Okay, but let's see what's going on with boo-thang. Okay, so we have 3 of Swords, Death, the Sun, Seven of Wands, okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands. With this Tower here, right, if you kind of said some things, if you expressed some things, right, with this Three of Swords on there, and I kind of feel like this kind of put them in like a sad spot, or it could be that they're really in a space, right, with this Death here, where they're really changing and like kind of ready to transform themselves and their relationship. But I kind of get the feeling with this Three of Swords, this change may be one that's kind of causing a good deal of discomfort for them, right? I kind of feel like with the Sun here, they see and kind of are aware of all the good that can happen, or like all the happiness and the joy that you bring them. And it's almost like, right, it's almost like with this Seven of Wands, you've kind of stood your ground and kind of stated what it is that you want, how you're feeling. And this kind of put them in a space where they were very much aware of themselves and their issues, what they were doing wrong, what wasn't working, that kind of caused a wake-up call. And so I do kind of get the sense that they are in a space where they're trying to work through their own kind of feelings about how you're feeling. But they could be at a space where they're kind of defensive, not wanting to see your side or do everything the way that you want, right? With this King of Wands, they may be in a space where they're kind of wanting to take control, wanting to do things their way, but like kind of realizing there's an alternative way of doing things. And I feel like with this Ace of Wands, this is them kind of getting ready to make some changes and to start, I feel, kind of expressing themselves more. And kind of lightening up the mood. But let's see some more. Right, because with this Knight of Wands here, this could have been them. Maybe in the past they were right, like I said, kind of like maybe giving their affections to other people. But I kind of get the feeling like this Knight of Wands is kind of you, kind of in a like self-discovery, a space where you're kind of trying to figure out what's right for you and what you want in this relationship, and kind of letting go of the stuff that isn't working anymore, right? Because I kind of feel like with this Tower here, this is you really shifting and changing. I feel the way you see yourself, the way you see this relationship, and what you want out of it. And so this has kind of put them in a place where they're kind of forced to change as well, if they want this to work out. Okay. So we have here, blend into the environment. You have many skills and can fit into any situation. Take time to assess what is going on around you and adapt accordingly. And meditation for peace and serenity. Yeah, I kind of feel like with this blend into the environment, I kind of feel like you were in a space where you would kind of, I feel, holding back, like just very like observant, like watching. There were things that you were seeing, that you were picking up on, that you may not have been expressing. And I feel like, you know, everybody can be at different stages. I feel like if you know, we're at a space where you weren't expressing those things, right, with this meditation for peace and serenity, this is kind of you really getting to a space where you kind of understand, you know, how you're feeling, and getting to a space where you can express that in a loving manner, right? But I kind of feel like, because, you know, with this tower here, you might have popped off. You might have popped off. You might have got a little upset and been like, hey, listen, right? Some things need to change, okay? But I feel like, you know, you were really sitting back, kind of watching, listening. You may have been holding some things in, and I feel like it's like really time for you to kind of make sure that you're not allowing things to kind of go unsaid, or kind of shoving your emotions down, but that you're aware of them, right? You're aware of how your partner is making you feel, and that you're expressing them, right? But just make sure with this meditation for peace and serenity that you're doing so in a manner that is, you know, coming out of a calm space, coming out of a loving space, that you've spent time kind of processing your emotions, and you've gotten to a point where you can, you know, let them out without, you know, like it kind of spilling over or causing like a disaster, if that makes sense. Let's see what the blockage is here between you and boo-thang. Right. Okay. So we have 7 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, and Death. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers. So I feel like, yeah, the blockage here, I feel, is this kind of, and the song that's coming to my mind is Waiting on the World to Change. Like, you may be with the 7 of Pentacles kind of waiting, right? Like this octopus just kind of taking a back seat, like observing, waiting for like the emotions, the feeling within this relationship to change. But I feel like with this Death here, you could even be waiting on your partner to change, right? Because we do have Death on their end, right? Yeah, because it could be you know, with this 3 of Swords, they could be going through a hard time, and they're not their happy-go-lucky expressive self, right? We do have the King of Wands here. They could be a fire sign, or it could just be they're at a space where they're kind of transforming things within their life, be it with work, what have you, and this may be causing, you know, a little bit of a lull within the relationship, where things aren't as happy-go-lucky or as spicy as they were to begin with. And I kind of feel like it's a need to initiate like a change. You get what I'm saying? Like, where you're not kind of waiting on it to change, or you're not kind of wading in the water, if that makes sense. But you're like doing your best to get things going in the right direction, where you're doing your best to kind of bring in peace and happiness and love back into the relationship in any way that you can. Okay, but let's see what messages want to come out for you. Okay, so we have a child's love. The love between a parent and child is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as part of us, and from their first cries, they establish themselves as the biggest parts of our hearts. And trust. While your logical mind is dictating a supposedly clear direction, your soul's inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. The logical path may be one that you consider safe and more familiar, but you could be missing out on boundless opportunities and so much more. Yeah, I feel like with this child's love, it's kind of like you may be in a space where you're thinking, right, like it says in the trust card, like thinking very logically about the situation, where you kind of maybe just waiting for things to change, hoping for things to change. But there may be some fear that they won't. I kind of feel like it's a need to kind of bring in some like childlike energy, to bring in some more happiness, some more joy, some more love, right? It may be time to kind of connect with and kind of heal your inner child, right? Make sure that, you know, you're healing, right? If your partner is going through a hard time at this time, make sure you're taking care of yourself and not spending too much time, tending to and caring for them and not looking out for yourself. Okay. Let's get some advice for you. Alright, so we have stop comparing. Apples don't compare themselves to oranges. Stars don't compete with other stars. They know there's room for all to shine in this ever-expanding universe, so embrace your differences. Celebrate your quirks and kinks. Bring your fullest expression of self forward and champion others when they do the same. Then we have a new day. Let go of what was in order to make room for what's to come. It may be time to release a relationship that has run its course, a job that's lost its luster, or a depleting commitment. The past is over. What's done is done. Acknowledge the feelings, learn from the experience, and give yourself permission to release any negative emotions or guilt. When one area of our life falls apart, new opportunities fall into place. And then we have your purpose is joy. Your purpose has nothing to do with how you make a living. That is your vocation, mission, or inspired passion, all worthy, but your purpose is much simpler and bigger. Your purpose is joy. It's about discovering, nurturing, and celebrating who you truly are and knowing and loving yourself at the deepest level. Yeah, so I kind of feel like it may be that you're in a space where you're kind of comparing how your relationship is currently to how it was in the past, and it's kind of like a need to really, I feel, kind of accept how the relationship is at its present time and kind of allow it to improve on its own, right? If that's what you want, you know, you kind of first have to accept how things are now, the changes that have occurred, and to, you know, do your best to continue to improve it and enjoy what is currently working, and like figure out ways to bring in more happiness and more joy into the relationship. Okay, but then let's close this out with the goddess. So let's see what goddess would like to come through for your Pisces. All right. Okay, so we have here, ooh, I'm not knowing how to pronounce this. I'm gonna try. Nai Loro Kidno. I'm not sure if I said that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. Transcendence. But let's read from the book. For Miss Nai. I think that's how you say it. But she is Indonesian in origin. Mermaid goddess Nai Loro Kidul is guiding you through this next stage of your life. So get ready to overcome, transform, and transcend. As always, you have to be the one to make the effort. So start dreaming big. Okay? Yeah. So I kind of feel like it's, right, if you're kind of unhappy with how things are currently in your relationship, right, it's not a time to kind of wait for, you know, this kind of change to happen on its own. It's kind of important that you kind of initiate the change and to kind of figure out ways to, you know, bring in more love if that's what you want, or to, you know, kind of bring back the passion, whatever it is. Make sure that, you know, you're kind of working to kind of let go of the things that aren't working. You're forgiving, you're forgetting, that kind of thing, and kind of opening up to the good. Okay? But that's all I have for you, Pisces. I hope this reading helped you in some way. Don't forget to let me know down in the comments how it resonated. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. And make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And hit the bell so you can get notified when I upload new videos. Okay? I truly appreciate you. And I hope to see you soon. Peace out.